Ladies and gentlemen and people of non-intuitive sexes and such, welcome to the Two Fellas Quarantine Pub Quiz with your host, Simon. Hi. So, good evening. I don't think you can you see me? Oh, there I am. Oh, okay. We're on a little bit of a delay between my screen and up there. So, good evening. Welcome to a Friday night installment of the Two Fellas Pub Quiz. We are going to have 4 rounds this evening. We've got 2 general knowledge trivia rounds, we've got a theme round, and we also have a unusual music round. So, just watching all the comments come in. How is this going to work? That seems to be the main question that's going on in the comments. We are going to, at the end of every round, I ask that you nominate one person of your teams, maximum team size number 7, to send in a email to pubquiz@twofellas.beer. Yes, it is .beer. That seems to be also one of the main questions. Please, in the subject line of the email at the end of the rounds, put your team name and the round number. That will make things nice and easy. Also, these are troublingly difficult times. So if you feel that you wish to support the Two Fellas during this time, you can also donate via PayPal to donate@twofellas.beer. Yeah, I wanted to say .com, it's not. Donate at twofellas.beer via PayPal. In a minute, I will start reading questions. In your email for the person who's nominated, if you can put numbers 1 to 10 down, that would be fantastic. There is, of course, no cheating, but there is no way for me to be able to know that you are not cheating, but it's all honor policy. And yeah, just don't cheat. Yeah, that's really it. This is also extremely weird, by the way, to be doing this at the moment. I've never just talked to a computer on a table before. So we'll see how that goes. So, if we are ready, I'm just going to have a quick look at the chat over here. That means my face is going to get closer to you. Anticlimax, great, yep. Yeah, thanks, Elliot. Yeah, nice to have you here. Oh, I have this wonderful ability on here. I'm going to put users in timeout. Elliot's the first to go. So straight away, round 1, question 1. In 2015, which country no longer allowed Heinz tomato ketchup to use the word ketchup? So in 2015, which country no longer allowed Heinz tomato ketchup to use the word ketchup? I hope everybody's got drinks. This is the only way this works. Great team name, Cool Cats and Kittens. do I just go straight on to number 2? Is that enough time? I don't know. So number 2. What is the 6th planet from the sun? What is the 6th planet from the sun? Turn up the volume. Yes. Volume is turned up. As far as volume will go, I think. Yes. Question 3. In which country would you find the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Petra? So in which country would you find the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Petra? Question 4. David Icke, famous for his lizard people theory, live streamed an interview where he linked which technology with the coronavirus? David Icke, famous for his lizard people theory, live streamed an interview where he linked which technology with the coronavirus? Mike's telling me to talk in between the questions reading out. I don't really have much to talk about. As you can tell, quarantine has not led to much excitement in one's lives. And I fear that if I was to start reading you a book, somebody would pull me up on copyright infringement. So, we'll be moving straight on to question number 5. The New Abnormal will be the latest album when it is released on the 10th of April by which band? The New Abnormal will be the latest album when it is released on the 10th of April by which band? I don't know why I need to talk. I thought it'd be just enough for you to stare at my beautiful face here in the corner. Ah, the rolling eyes from Caddy. What's the potted plant's name? It had a name, didn't it?
Wasn't that Albert?
Was it Albert? Albert's looking a bit wizened.
Or was it Walter? Was it Walter?
I don't know if it was Walter or Albert. We're going to get Alfred now? Are we going to change it?
Yeah, I got Alfred. It's more classy.
Yeah, okay. Question 6. The granddaughter of which former presidential candidate went missing off of Chesapeake Bay on Thursday last week? So the granddaughter of which former presidential candidate went missing off of Chesapeake Bay on Thursday last week? US presidential candidate. Mike is now telling me to show you my dog.
It's a bit early for
It's a bit early for the dog to come out. Yeah. She'll be performing a special halftime show at some point. I might just go off and mark and leave the dog on the chair. It might be better. Question 7. Last weekend should have seen the first Formula One race to be held in which country? So last weekend should have seen the first Formula One race to be held in which country? Who's Frank? Oh. Yeah. No, that's too early for Frank as well. It just looks like I'm starting to name everything in this house. Hello, Thomas. Thank you for sending me the picture of myself. Very revealing. Question 8. What is the largest freshwater lake in South America? So what is the largest freshwater lake in South America? Yeah, I should have started drinking earlier. Have a whiskey halfway through. You're going to go live? All right, okay. Everybody will be live. I am going to put you in a timeout again, Elliot. You've just come out of one and you're going straight back into another. I would have done slides, but I've never live streamed before. I have no idea how this works, and I had to borrow Mike's laptop to do it. So just be grateful for what you've got. Question 9. Current affairs question. In a press conference, who did the New Zealand Prime Minister state were essential workers? In a press conference, who did the New Zealand Prime Minister state were essential workers? I haven't banned you yet, Elliot. I just time out. I mean, surely you've spent much of your time in there throughout your life. Meh, 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 meh. Is that the air horn you wanted, Rob? And the final question of round 1 is, where was the first capital of the Confederate States of America? So which city was the first capital of the Confederate States of America? So get your answers into an email and then send those answers to pubquiz@twofellas.beer. That's pubquiz@twofellas.beer. You hopefully should be able to see it all on your screen. And if you're wishing to help keep the Two Fellas going through this crisis, then please feel free to donate through PayPal to donate@twofellas.beer. Get those answers coming in as quickly as possible. I would like to have them in the next 13 minutes, and then we can get back on with the quiz. Yes, I will give you a few minutes now to get those answers down and then email them in. Don't forget to put your team name and the round number in the subject line of the email, and then number your answers 1 to 10 in the main body, and send it to pubquiz@twofellas.beer. All right, so we'll run through for if anybody's arrived late. In the meantime, I will run through the questions one more time. So question 1 was, in 2015, which country no longer allowed Heinz tomato ketchup to use the word ketchup? So question 1 was, in 2015, which country no longer allowed Heinz tomato ketchup to use the word ketchup? Question 2 was, what is the 6th planet from the Sun? So what is the 6th planet from the Sun? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to work that one out if we did it. I don't remember.
Sorry, you have the answer sheet.
I do have the answer sheet. That does help. That does help a lot. Question 3 was, in which country would you find the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Petra? Petra. In which country would you find the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Petra? Question 4. Everybody's favourite lower league footballer who's gone absolutely batshit crazy, David Icke, famous for his lizard people theory, live streamed an interview where he linked which technology with coronavirus? So question 4 was, David Icke, famous for his lizard people theory, live streamed an interview where he linked which technology with the coronavirus? Question 5 was, the new Abnormal will be the latest album when it is released on the 10th of April by which band? The new Abnormal will be the latest album when it is released on the 10th of April by which band? I am in no way sponsored by Berliner Kindle, but Berliner Kindle, if you would like to sponsor me, I'm more than happy to take some beer. Everybody's got to drink through the tough times. Question 6 was, the granddaughter of which former presidential candidate went missing off of Chesapeake Bay on Thursday last week? So the daughter of which former US presidential candidate went missing off of Chesapeake Bay on Thursday last week? Question 7 was, last weekend should have seen the first Formula One race to be held in which country? So last weekend should have seen the first Formula One race to be held in which country? Question 8 was, what is the largest freshwater lake in South America? So what is the largest freshwater lake in South America? Really fun one to say. And 9. In a press conference, who did the New Zealand Prime Minister state were essential workers? So, in a press conference, who did the New Zealand Prime Minister state were essential workers? And finally, the question 10 for round 1 was, where was the first capital? Which city was the first capital of the Confederate States of America? Again, get your answers on your email and get them sent in to pubquiz@twofellas.beer. And very shortly, we will reconvene, chat amongst yourselves on whatever mass data gathering site you are using to talk with each other, be it Zoom, Hangouts, whatever. And very shortly, we will be back. And for the meantime, I'm just going to leave you with the slide. I am going to disappear just for a moment, I think. I don't know how to do that. Boop. Okay, and we are back. So my wonderful bearded assistants are going to help finish off the marking. I hope you've got all of your answers in now. And we are going to get on with our theme round. And our theme round is on streaming, seeing as this is what I'm doing right now for the first time. So, don't forget to start a new email with your answers and to put round 2 and your team name in the subject line. And don't forget also to donate with PayPal to donate@twofellas.beer. And now a flying beer will come in. Look at that for service. Oh, I said the word service. Now I'm in trouble.
You can say thank you.
I could say thank you. Thank you. I could do that. Okay, so round 2, streaming. Cast your minds back to a dark, dark age in a world where there was streaming but just not popularized. So with round 2, question 1, we start with, in which year did YouTube launch? In which year did YouTube launch? All right, Mike's shouting at me that you might want the answers. I was just going to give you a bit more time, but you might want the answers from round 1. So really quickly, I'm now going to read through the answers to round 1 whilst you have a think, and potentially for the cheaters out there, a little Google. So, round 1, that means no more answer papers will be accepted. Well, they sort of will, but who cares? So round 1, question 1 was, in 2015, which country no longer allowed Heinz tomato ketchup to use the word ketchup? It was Israel. Fun crushers. 2, what is the 6th planet from the sun? It was, I'm double checking because I don't really know, Saturn. You would find Petra, the UNESCO World Heritage Site in Jordan. David Icke, the nut job who lives on the Isle of Wight, famous for his lizard people theory, connected 5G with coronavirus. The New Abnormal will be the latest studio album when it was released on the 10th of April by the band The Strokes. They're trying to make a comeback, apparently. The continuing saga of the curse of the Kennedy family took the granddaughter of the presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy when she disappeared with her son on a boat off of Chesapeake Bay. She was found dead, by the way, just to keep you informed on that. Last weekend should have seen the first Formula One race to be held in Vietnam. And the largest freshwater lake in South America is Lake Titicaca. It's the only way it can be said. The Prime Minister of New Zealand said the essential workers were the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny. And the first capital city of the Confederate States of America was Montgomery, Alabama. So, continuing on to, as Mike sends me a picture. What's Mike sending me now? Oh no, that's not Mike. Okay. Hey guys. Faye, lovely face. Back onto round 2. Question 1 was, in which year did YouTube launch? And question 2 is, before Apple Music, what was the name of Apple's social media network that launched in September 2010? So before Apple Music, what was the name of Apple's social media network that launched in September 2010? Fun time to watch cat videos. I wonder if anybody remembered that. We'll see. Question 3 is, what was the first video to pass 1 billion streams on YouTube? And what is currently the most streamed? A point for each I'm going to give you on that. So what was the first... So bear that in mind, markers, Mike and Rob. Point for each on question 3. What was the first video to pass 1 billion streams on YouTube? And what is currently the most streamed? It's a lot of streams. That is a lot of streams. It does look like I'm hanging out at home. Yeah, that's because pretty much what I'm doing is what I've been doing for the last 4 weeks. Question 4. What is the most popular series currently on Netflix, holding the number 1 slot for 17 days? So what is the most popular series currently on Netflix, holding the number 1 slot for 17 days? I hope you've all watched it. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you are really missing out, not only on points for this round, but also for the memes. Yes, just the memes. I mean, I'm sure one team has definitely got it because their name is referencing it, but there we go. That's a hint if anybody wants to scroll back through all the chats. Question 5. As a competitor to Twitch, what is the name of Microsoft's live streaming platform? As a competitor to Twitch, what is the name of Microsoft's live streaming platform? Really needed to burp there. Not that everybody needed to know that, but everybody does know that now. That's great. 145 people. Wow. That's like twice what we can pack in at the pub. That's not bad. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night of quarantine special entertainment, as helped be produced by Beer and the Two Fellas. I know this is all difficult times and everybody's hands are slowly turning to look like lizard hands. But if you want to help support Two Fellas at the moment through these difficult times, please donate with PayPal. You can donate with the email address donate@twofellas.beer. We should get Bono in to do it.
No.
Does anybody know Bono? We can get him in. We can get him to do a click. He's good at promoting shit. No?
You're not watching too much Reeling in the Years.
I have been watching too much Reeling in the Years. It's just... But Ronan Keating is on it all the time, and that's why everybody tunes in, you know? Anyway, question 6. What, according to the sports streaming network DAZN, D-A-Z-N, it's just how it's called over here, what was the most popular streamed sports event of 2019? So according to DAZN, D-A-Z-N, what was the most popular streamed sports event of 2019? What's going on down here?
Get Hulkenberg on the phone.
What is Twitch? Twitch is a popular site to watch people play video games and scream a lot at their screens. It's highly fascinating entertainment.
It's like Gogglebox, but for gamers.
It's like Gogglebox, but for gamers. I mean, that's a good analogy. Let's go with that. What have we got going on over in this chat? Yes, Faye, you did get a shout out, and there's another one. Da, 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 da. Question 7. According to Guinness World Records, which streaming service holds the record for the longest live stream when 3 employees watched all of the Game of Thrones series twice, plus 7 episodes at random? So, according to the Guinness World Records, which streaming service, it's a major streaming service, especially in the US, holds the record for the longest live stream when 3 employees watched all of Game of Thrones twice, plus 7 episodes at random? I think it was 163 hours. That means the poor people had to sit through the last season of Game of Thrones twice.
They probably lied about that, right?
They probably did lie about that. They probably put Sesame Street on.
Just wait a minute.
It was probably more exciting. I will slow down for you. And I will also, at the end of this, go through and read all of the questions again, so you've got plenty of time. Thomas was wondering where I was.
Where were you?
I was here. Thomas didn't realise that his computer crashed.
What?
So he was stuck on a stuck screen. Whew. Who needs a holiday? How are we doing? Well, welcome back, Thomas. Glad you could fix your broken computer issue. Next quiz, maybe I'll do this whilst playing Gran Turismo.
I think you should, when between rounds when it's being corrected, there should just be kitten videos to fill the
I
time.
don't know how to do that.
Figure it out.
Like, I don't know how to put slides on there. I don't know how to figure it out.
Who needs a live chat when you have this?
Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for tuning in. Have you managed to discover a hobby in this time? You're going to have a pineapple beer. Venturing out there. Okay, question 8. For All Mankind, The Morning Show, and C were the launch titles of which streaming platform? So, for All Mankind, The Morning Show, and C were the launch titles of which streaming platform? Can I smell the pineapple beer?
I haven't smelled it.
You haven't smelled it yet.
Oh, it smells like pulled pork and barbecue sauce.
It smells like pulled pork and barbecue sauce. Becca Creamer is tuning in, everybody. So there's Becca. There she is.
Oh, it tastes so weird.
Tastes weird. I'm not surprised. It's got.
It's blonde sour.
Oh, it does taste like.
It tastes like pork.
It's smoky. I don't like
It's
pineapple.
really smoky.
No. That's horrible.
It's so weird.
That is weird. Who would do that?
It tastes like meat and beer.
Thanks for sending the slides over, Mike. I just still don't know how to integrate them into this platform. So we'll have a look at that during the pause. Question 9. Who was the most streamed artist on Spotify in March 2020? Who was the most streamed artist on Spotify in March 2020? No, Faye, no. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Pineapple doesn't belong anywhere. It belongs in the Mariana Trench. That's where it belongs.
Pina colada.
But only when you're caught in the rain.
When your pina colada gets soggy.
I don't know. Can a pina colada?
It's crushed ice.
It's crushed ice. You don't want soggy ice. Okay. These are revelations.
I'm changing the beer.
You're changing the beer.
Yeah.
So hang on, bring it back over here. We'll do a blind review.
Don't.
I won't show the label. We don't want to get into trouble with the label. This is like BBC beer. It's where nobody can see it. Smoked pineapple. How could you make pineapple even worse than it is? You could smoke it. Wow. Oh, 8% as well. Ooh. Okay, let's put that away. That can feed the plants for a week. And question 10, the final question in the streaming theme round, is which video game holds the record for most participants when it was streamed live on Twitch in 2014? So which video game holds the record for most participants when it was streamed live on Twitch in 2014? Now, you don't have to be really specific. The name will do. For those who don't know Twitch, you can forget the colour. That is a clue. Smoked pineapple is the devil's substance. That whole bottle that I just opened, that should go in quarantine on its own. That should never have existed.
That was a gift from Mike.
Which she wanted to try out on you. Yeah, you were the guinea pig for smoked pineapple.
The guinea pig doesn't like it.
The guinea pig does
tastes
not.
like meat.
It tastes disgusting. That's what it does.
Beer in it.
We got a new beer. What's going on in this beer? Oh, we could
It's
do.
a 10%
It's a 10%
blonde beer, I believe.
blonde beer.
And there's a very happy looking monk on it that looks like he's told you something.
And don't trust a happy monk.
I haven't tasted it yet.
What does it smell like?
It smells like beer.
This is a conspiracy. If you want pineapple pizza to be made at the Two Fellas, I understand why you're doing this, because you know I make those pizzas sometimes. Devil's work. Devil's work.
My mom just opened a box of milk tray.
Geraldine McQueen has just opened a box of milk tray. That is an evening in. Who doesn't love a good box of milk tray?
Do you want to try this one?
And I'm going to run through I do want to try that. I'm going to run through the questions one more time. Covering the label. Nobody saw that. Yeah. I'll stick me nondescript Pilsner. There he goes, my beer. Okay, one more time through the questions. One was, in which year did YouTube launch? Peter, getting forceful with your words there. Question 2. Before Apple Music, what was the name of Apple's social media network that launched in September 2010? I believe it closed down in September 2012. So it lasted a good all of 2 years. Marcus, pineapples are not delicious. You're wrong. Question 3 was...
I'm so sorry if this is what you're going to end up with.
my brain is just now imagining my face on a pineapple in a GIF or something, which now I've said it, it's probably going to be made. Question 3 was, what was the first video to pass 1 billion streams on YouTube, and what is currently the most streamed? So that's 1 point for each, for my glamorous bearded assistants to mark down on the answers. Question 4. What is the most popular series currently on Netflix, holding the number 1 slot for 17 days? Would you take grilled pineapple with Nutella on a pizza, Elliot? Wrapped in bacon. Ooh. What's that thing they do on MasterChef called where they... Ballantine?
Valentine?
Ballantine, where they wrap the thing in bacon?
Yeah.
A ballantine of pineapple and Nutella. I've watched too much MasterChef. 5. What is the name of Microsoft's live streaming platform that's a competitor to Twitch? So what is the name of Microsoft's live streaming platform that is a competitor to Twitch? Bacon is not overrated. This chat just got serious.
Different comment.
Ooh, a white wine bacon spritzer for Linda. 6 was, what, according to DAZN, was the most popular streamed sports event of 2019? What, according to DAZN, a popular sports streaming network, was the most popular streamed sports event of 2019? That, Stefan, is a very good question. Where to find proper bacon in Berlin? The answer is, you can't. Yeah, but if you went to Markt Halle 9 to buy your bacon, you'd be bankrupt.
Yeah. The sausage man.
Yeah.
Jessica Herford mentioned him.
Sausage Man.
Yeah, that's his name.
Ah.
I think he's very good. Nastasia and Kat.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
How much is 100 grams of bacon at the Sausage Man. Information, people.
Quiz has taken on a new objective.
It has. It has taken on a new objective. Question 7 was, according to Guinness World Records, which streaming service holds the record for the longest live stream when 3 employees watched all of Game of Thrones twice, plus 7 episodes at random? That's one of those facts where you just go, huh, yeah, okay.
There you go, Mark Tomlin. Sorry if I
Well, it looks like we're all going to be bankrupt by the next week if we're going to... Well, I guess Mark Tyler 9's not open, is it?
It is open.
Is it open?
Yeah.
Huh. How about that? Question 8. For All Mankind, The Morning Show, and C were the launch titles of which streaming platform? There is no stopping the force of bacon. Oh, love me a bit of streaky smoked bacon. Oh. Question 9. What was the most streamed artist on Spotify in March 2020? And finally, the last question for that round was, which video game holds the record for most participants when it was streamed live on Twitch in 2014? It was a major news event. It made global news. It was quite ridiculous. I'll actually give you how many people were playing it. The number was, at one time, the people who were playing this game was 1,165,140. Right, get your answers on a piece of paper. What do we do? Email. Put the round number and your team name in the subject line and send it over to pubquiz@twofellas.beer. I'll say that in German. pubquiz@twofellas.beer. And you can always donate with PayPal to donate@twofellas.beer. We will be back very, very shortly. There will be a moment's pause before we move on to the next round. And the next round is the music round. But to avoid copyright, I will be reading you the lyrics. Exciting. Right, continue discussing bacon and pineapple amongst yourselves, and we will be back in 5 minutes. So at 8 minutes past 9, I will be back with the next round, so get those answers in as quickly as possible, and Rob and Mike have fun marking those. Okay, so we are back. I hope you've all got your answers in. And, sorry, I need to get better glasses. We are going to go into the music round. Now, in the music round, you can get half a point for artist and half a point for song. So to make things easier for Mike, the mystical that's marking, if you could write, first of all, the artist and then the song, just to make things a little bit easier. Just got to give a shout out. I've been requested, come on over here, to Shauna Donnelly. Hello, hi, how are you? I hope you're enjoying the pub quiz. And we'll go with, as I said, okay, so this is a music round. I'm going to read the lyrics out, and you can sing amongst yourselves to try and guess what the song is. More Doge, she is already asleep on the floor. So, music round, question 1. We are happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh, yeah. So, one more time. We are happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh, yeah. It's got, the projector's made things warm, hasn't it? I don't really need it on so I can remember what the email addresses are, which aren't that complicated, just don't remember. Where's my beer? Which one? That one. So have a little sing of that for yourself. I'll read it again because I realize it might be worth writing it down as I say it. I realize there are slides, but I don't know how to do them. So we are happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh, yeah. Oh, you want the answers for the last round? Yeah. It's not like I've done this before, is it? Yeah, I forgot about that. All right, it's going to be traditional. I'll just do one question of it and go back and do the answers. All right, very quickly, the answers for the streaming round. Sorry, completely forgot. Was focusing on beer and a dog. Streaming round, the question 1 was, in which year did YouTube launch? The answer was 2005. The Apple social media network that came before Apple Music was Ping. Yeah, most people probably won't remember that one. Question 3 was, what was the first video to pass 1 billion streams? It was Gangnam Style. And what is currently the most streamed? It is Despacito with 6.7 billion streams. The most popular series currently on Netflix, holding the number 1 slot for 17 days, is Tiger King. And Carol Baskets did kill her husband and throw it to a tiger. Him to a tiger. Oh, there we go. The name of Microsoft's live streaming platform is called Mixer. Probably will be as successful as their MP3 player. The most streamed sports event of 2019 was a boxing match in December between Ruiz and Joshua, number 2. Apparently they fought each other before. The Guinness World Record for streaming service that holds for the longest stream, when 3 employees watched all of Game of Thrones twice, plus 7 episodes at random, it was the streaming service Hulu. The service that launched with the series For All Mankind, The Morning Show, and See was Apple TV Plus. And the most streamed artist on Spotify in 2020 was Justin Bieber. The dog has just started sniffing the floorboards. It's a bit weird. And the video game that holds the record for most participants when it was streamed live on Twitch in 2014 was Pokemon. I'll give you the mark if you put Pokemon. To be specific, it was Pokemon Red, when 1,165,140 people managed to somehow complete the game based on a voting system of which button to press next. What does Justin Bieber say about evolution? That will be our theme in the chat for the next round. Caddy says not a right lot.
Yes, it's exactly what I said.
I think I agree with that. Can we vote he might be the worst Canadian?
What? No, there's definitely serial killer Canadians that are worse than Justin Bieber.
But they haven't tortured 6.7 billion people with their music.
That sounds great. I'm one of those people. Come at me.
No. Okay, so I'll very quickly reread question 1 for the music round, which was, we are happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical, oh yeah. And I've just been informed by Mike that we have a grand total of 51 teams taking place. 51 teams! That's about 3 times as many as usual. I will just pop out and get my phone because I can't see it. And he is now begging for a little bit of help from Rob. Rob, step up. Step up to the plate, Rob. Question 2 of the music round. The warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard those knocked out jailbirds sing. So what is the name of the artist and the song? I hope you're all singing this on Zoom or can you do it? I don't know what else people use. Google Hangouts. Skype. Is Skype still a thing? FaceTime? Messenger. Oh, the House Party app. Yes, you can all do it on that. Or on the telephone. Telegram would be a little bit more of a difficult one.
It's also like a Russian social media messaging platform.
Oh, that sort of Telegram.
There's also Signal.
I mean, I was thinking of the
Now I realize there's like a...
Could you use flags? Smoke blankets? No?
I don't know what's the smoke blanket for Despacito.
One more time on number 2 was the warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard those knocked out jailbirds sing. It's poetry at its best, isn't it?
It sounds like, is it like Comic Relief or The Big Fat Quiz of the Year?
Oh, yeah, when Charles Dance reads like Jordan's biography.
Or like Cardi B.
Or Cardi B,
Yeah.
whoever that is. Oh, that's Cardi B.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I really don't remember people's names. Let's have a look what's going on in the chat. Using chat roulette. That must take a long time to try and find the people you need to hang out with. There's a lot of stuff you probably don't want to see on the way to seeing your friends there. So one more time on number 2 was the warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard those knocked out jailbirds sing. A big hand at the moment to the two fellas. They are now working through your emails, one from the bottom and one from the top, to try and get through them all. So a big thank you to all 51 teams who are taking part into this. Yes, and don't, if you do wish, forget to donate via PayPal to donate at twofillers.beer. It's also great to know that Marcus is strumming his guitar to help work out what the songs are. You keep strumming, Marcus. You keep strumming.
Someone asked me to send in photos.
Can we send in photos?
Mm-hmm.
Photos of the...
Do it?
Who wants photos of what?
Aldi Macintosh.
Oh, it comes at a price. Question 3. Oh my God, we are back again. Brothers, sisters, everybody sing. We're gonna bring the flavor, show you how. I've got a question for ya. Better answer now. I'll give you a second to sing that amongst yourselves and come back to you. The only song Marcus knows on guitar, Faye, is Weezer. Or the only song.
Photo of the teams.
Picture of the teams?
Yeah.
You want a picture of all the teams?
No. Can I send a photo of the team too?
They can send a photo of the team to somewhere. Let's post it on Instagram. Take photos of your teams and how you are streaming at the moment. And post it on Instagram under the hashtag #2FellasPubQuiz.
You can tag 2 fellas.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried what comes up if you hashtag 2Fellas.
Well, no, like they can tag like at.
Oh, you can do the at thing. Yeah, or you can tag, hashtag it and at it at 2Fellas Brewery.
Yes.
2Fellas Brewery. iTunes ping mic is definitely acceptable. So one more time on number 3 is, oh my God, we are back again. Brothers, sisters, everybody sing. We're gonna bring the flavor, show you how. I've got questions for you. Better answer now. Who's got to sing at the end of this round? I'm not singing at the end of this round. To hear the voice. This voice is in training. It can't be just brought out on a dime. It's magical, mysterical. Oh yeah.
Sounds like you're about to go into song.
It was, and it was the first song.
Jason.
Traveller's checks, unfortunately, haven't been accepted since the 19th century. And if you want, I will read all of these to you as if it is a bedtime story and I put you all to sleep. Question 4. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor pro, I know, you know. I go psycho when my new joint hit. Just can't sit, got to get. So I say it might help you if you write them down. But one more time. So if you haven't got a pen and paper to write them down, or, even just use your laptop that you're probably using at the moment. Question 4 is, on your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor pro, I know you know. I go psycho when my new joint hit. Just can't sit. Got to get. Do you know, Caddy?
I only remember the time that I made you recite Nicki Minaj's verse from side to side.
How does side to side go?
I can't sing it. But maybe you can put it in as a bonus. Hello.
I've got number 3 stuck in my head.
I have no attention span.
Really?
It's 10%.
So one more time on 4. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor pro, I know you know. I go psycho when my new joint hit. Just can't sit. Got to get. I would give you the next word, but it'll actually just give you the name of the song, so. Do you want me just to move the camera so the camera's looking at the dog? It's definitely a lot more attractive. It's really funny with the delay on the stream. It confuses my brain. Anyway, so number 5. Number 5. This is definitely the hardest not to sing. Blue Jean, baby. L.A., lady. Seamstress for the band. Pretty-eyed, pirate smile. You'll marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. And now she's in me, always with me. That took a dark turn at the end. You Googled it. You're not playing, but okay. You could just look at the answers. They're literally on the laptop next to you. Can the dog sing? She can whine. That's what she can do. I was going to actually tell everybody at the end of the round that there is a theme. I will tell you now, there is a theme. It's pretty obvious. With some flava beans and a glass of Chianti. Wrapped in bacon with a slice of pineapple for garnish. So one more time on the number 5 is Blue Jean Baby, L.A. lady, seamstress for the band, pretty-eyed, pirate smile, you'll marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. and now she's in me, always with me. Yeah. That end bit is just,
Bit weird.
yeah, it's a bit weird. Bit Hannibal Lecter-y.
It's one of those songs where you don't realise how weird it is until you listen to the lyrics and you're like, oh.
Yeah, sometimes you probably shouldn't read the lyrics.
Happens a lot with like hip hop music. You're like, oh, this is a great beat, and then you're like, oh, this is really derogative to learn. Better turn it off.
I fear for those people, you know, the death metal, and whoever has to write down the transcript for the song. How do you?
It's more from the back of their throat. Rammstein.
Okay, so we'll move on to question 6. I don't even remember what this one is. Okay. Question 6. Everybody sing. Everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, Karamu, fiesta, forever. Oh, Caddy thought she had it. Yeah, it's not. So, I give you a couple of seconds just to think about that one, and I'll read it out again.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor
You remember that show?
Flavor Flav.
It was
No,
like
I have no idea.
It was a dating. Flavor Flav is a rapper that used to have a giant alarm clock as like a chain.
Flavor Flav had a giant alarm clock as a chain.
Yeah.
That's probably
And
pretty
she
hard
did
to
a
set for
show.
bedtime.
It was like Flavor Flav looking for love on MTV.
MTV, wow, they really scraped the bottom of the barrel of musicians' career, and I use the word musician very loosely.
Flavor Flav.
So I'll read it one more time. Everybody sing, everybody dance, lose yourself in wild romance. We going to party, Karamu, fiesta, forever.
My mom said she's going to Europe.
Your mum's giving up.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing, Geraldine. I hope the milk tray was delicious. I want a milk tray now.
My favourite is the praline.
The what?
The praline. All the sweets in the milk tray. There's like caramel hearts. There's like a hazelnut praline. There's like an orange one.
Praline. I don't know this word.
Praline?
Okay. Okay, so question 7. One more time. You know I'm just feeling. Celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. We don't stop. You can't stop. We are gonna celebrate.
I've definitely danced to this song.
Do you know who it is, though?
Because I've been drunk every time I've danced to this song. This is a club song. Amuse the people.
Amuse the people.
Yeah, tell me
Amuse the
about
people. How are we doing on our Instagram thing? How do I check? Do I type the hashtag in or what? What do I do?
I think only the two fellas can see from their page. Yeah. Oh my god. The House Martina. So if you go to
What do you do?
you go to their page
You go to the two fellas page.
and
the face in it.
Just face in it, and then you can see the House Martinas have it like on a massive screen.
House Martina, you are doing a fantastic job. I love the giant screen. Everybody else, get sharing. Tag the Two Feathers Brewery in, and get sharing your quarantine quizzical photos from all over the world. Let's see if we can get ones in from Ireland, from UK, from the US or something, and Merringdam, the far off land of Merringdam, Schöneberg. Maybe there might even be people here or next door to us in deep, dark Neukölln. So I'll read out that's number 7 literally one more time. One more time, you know, I'm just feeling. Celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. We don't stop. You can't stop. We are gonna celebrate. Pasha Bell will never be in again. Whoops, back to the Irish in Schöneberg. Welcome. I've got a plant in my ear.
Alfred is making his way in.
Alfred?
He loves you.
Oh yeah, okay, I get that one now. I'm remembering these songs myself.
What's Pasha Bell?
Pasha Bell's Canon. Na 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 na. Should I do 7 one more? I'll do 7 one more time. As one more time, you know, I'm just feeling. Celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. We don't stop. You can't stop. We are going to celebrate.
Oh, I think I know.
I move my head away from the mic so I can breathe in. You should know. Right, question. This is also delaying so that Mike and Rob have a lot of time to do some marking. Woo! Go Mike and Rob!
Great song.
Question 8. Clock strikes up the hour, and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done all right up to now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, loneliness calls. Woo, Warschaustrasse! It's okay, Martin, on the Instant Newbie. I did not know how to do this myself. Take a picture of yourselves, send it with a @2feathers brewery. I'm looking at my social media person at the moment, so I don't know what I'm doing. You at it? Just tag Two Feathers Brewery. Is it beer?
Yeah.
Two Feathers Beer?
Yeah.
I thought it was Two Feathers Brewery. Is it Two Feathers Beer?
Two Feathers beer.
Tag Two Feathers Beer, and it will pop up in our feed, and we will have a nice goosey gander. All of you having hopefully fun at home. So question 8 one more time. Clock strikes upon the hour, and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done all right up to now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, loneliness calls.
Takes me back to SO36.
It does take me also back to SO36. We should go back to SO36.
We need to go back to
We need, yeah.
SO30. Well, when it opens.
When it opens, I mean, not at the moment.
No. You know where we should also go back to?
Where?
Two Fellas Pub.
We should, when this is all over, we should all go back to Two Fellas Pub, Two Fellas Brewery in Pankow, where you can enjoy, when they open again, delicious tasting homebrew beer and pizza made right on site. To support the Two Fellas Brewery, you can always donate with PayPal via the address donate@twofellas.beer. Question 9. Question 9. Friday night, and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music. Quite a short one, that one, but I'll read that again now. Friday night, and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music. Battersea London, woo! I don't know really that. I don't know London.
They have the lovely Paulo Grady Battersea dog shelter.
They do have the Battersea dog shelter, don't they?
Yeah.
Isn't that what Rolf Harris used to do? Wasn't that?
No,
Isn't that you don't know? It's probably best you don't know. Yes, a mandatory 48 hours in the pub is required when the lockdown ends. So one more time on question 9. Friday night, and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music. It's really hard not to like. You just want to go low. A short snippet so we don't get into trouble. Lock in after the lockdown, that sounds like a name of an event. Hello, California. California. And that's probably shut down all of California. Post-lockdown, lock in. I am very much up for that. I don't forget my microphone. Where you can hashtag, or really it's easier to @ Rebecca if you just @ Two Fellas Beer. I'm gonna just double check that's right because I don't know what I'm doing.
It is @
Two Fellas Beer. Yeah, take a picture, post it on Instagram with @ Two Fellas Beer, and we'll be having a gander at those shortly. I hope somebody in this quiz is doing shots as we go along. I hope there's a word I'm saying often enough that people are going, we should do shots to that.
Sounds like a great idea. I don't know what word you say enough though.
I don't know either. Every time I say a number, you do that amount of shots. Two Fellas. Don't forget to donate to the Two Fellas via PayPal at donate@twofellas.beer. Okay. And question 10 of the music round is: should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. So one more time. Should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Have a think and I'll read it again shortly. That was number 10.
Okay, Phil wants you to read question 1 again.
Phil wants to read question. Any chance you could say question 1 again? Yes, Phil, I'll repeat question 1 again very shortly for you. Could do with like one of those old person, things that they put in front of like a screen and it massively magnifies it.
All right, or like a teleprompter.
Will's sister got a portrait of the cat.
Of course.
I hope there were some of your favourite songs in there. I know Rob was very much taken away with number 10. So number 10, I'll read it one more time. Should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Bex, I am going to read through all of the questions one more time, very shortly. Thanks, Rob, for the wonderful repeat of the lyrics. So, number 1, I'll read through them. I'll just say them once. So, number 1 was: we are happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh, yeah. I am very much on the platform of getting Mike and Rob to sing all of the songs. through quarantine delays of live streaming. Number 2 was: the warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard those knocked out jailbirds sing. Number 3 was: oh my God, we are back again. Brothers, sisters, everybody sing. We're gonna bring the flavor, show you how. I've got a question for ya. Better answer now. Question 4. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor pro, I know you know. I go psycho when my new joint hit. Just can't sit. Got to get suspension. Number 5 was Blue Jean Baby. LA lady. Seamstress for the band. Pretty-eyed. Pirate smile. You marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. And now she's in me, always with me. It's really weird. Yeah. Question 6. Everybody sing, everybody dance, lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, Karamu, fiesta forever. It's a famous song. I just never listened to it.
It's probably I know it, but I don't know the lyrics.
Yeah. Question 7 is... I've lost 7. One more time, you know, I'm just feeling. Celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. We don't stop. You can't stop. We are going to celebrate. Yeah, Caddy's got it.
It's like one of my favorite live sets.
You seen them live?
No, I wish. I was a year too young when they played at Oxygen Festival. And I always got angry at Angie for not going to see them.
8. Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done all right up to now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, loneliness calls. Number 9. It's Friday night and the lights are low. Looking out for a place to go where they play the right music. And 10 was should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste a chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Get your answers into your emails. Get them sent over forthwith to pubquiz@twofellas.beer with your team name and the round number or the round music in the subject line so that our lovely bearded friends of the Two Fellas that we are supporting this evening through donations to PayPal via the email donate@twofellas.beer can get on and mark them. Let's see what's going on in the chat.
It's been a great music round.
I hope you've enjoyed that music round. The things we have to do for copyright issues. Next week, if we're keeping going, we'll do our best to get Mike and Rob singing the fantastic voices.
Well,
Probably won't because of quarantine. We can find other ways. We'll get one of those little styler things that the little soundboard that you ziggy zag up on and it makes noises.
Confrontations, everybody drink.
Yes, that's Oh, that's gonna get people wasted.
Right, so they're going to.
You can always drink every time I drink. So I'm running low again. It's a good job I left the beer there and there.
Well,
I've strategically placed beers throughout the living room. Rob would like me to read the scores as of round 2, as long as you don't add any more scores. I will read the scores as they are on the doors. Somehow. Oh my god, there's so many to read through. I will read the scores out at the end, because they will take a very long time to go through. But 51 teams are playing. We've got scores, our current top crop of teams. It's extremely close, naturally, but I will give you the rundown of the top 5 as it stands, just the top 5, because otherwise I'll be here until next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh Christ, I can't even do the top 5. Oh Jesus, just so many. What are the two fellas saying? It's these mixed messages. Drink. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to drink through this. We have a team at the moment in the lead. 3 points clear of second place. Who are 3 points clear of third place. And then the next 1 billion teams are all extremely close together. So it's a very tightly run quiz at the moment. How are we doing, two fellas? If you want to write for me and the and everybody in the YouTube chat, how are we doing on marking at the moment? We're going to go live over to the two fellas. Simon does say drink every time I drink. That's certainly a thing. Which means I'm just going to drink more. Okay, let's not start playing the excuses already. Can we get an update, the fellas, on the donations? Is that something that is possible? Running out of drinks. There's a bottle of Jaeger for the first person to run over to my house and take it from underneath the kitchen sink. It's been there for 3 years and needs drinking, and I'm not doing it. Let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, to send pictures of our things. That's not things that could go badly wrong. With the at two fellas beer on Instagram. At two fellas beer. Beer. And I will show you that by taking a picture of my dog and sending you a picture to at two fellas beer, the most important player in the quiz at the moment. And we are going to have a quick break from me and my voice, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes once the fellas have had a little chance to catch up with the scores, and I've had a chance to replenish my drink one more time. We've got to celebrate. Peter, there is one more round. One more round. Coming back to your screens shortly. Simon, don't forget to donate with PayPal to donate at twofellas.beer. Is it? No, it's not Comic Sans. It's Chalkboard. It's not Comic Sans, it's Chalkboard.
I'm pretty sure that's Comic
It's
Sans.
definitely not Comic Sans.
Are you sure?
I am positive I made it earlier this day. Who says that? Apparently I do.
What did you say?
I made it earlier this day. In the morning, I woke up.
Did you make this?
Yeah.
It looks like Comic Sans.
It's not Comic Sans.
I'd be really disappointed in you if you used Comic Sans.
I did not use Comic Sans.
Looks pretty Comic
It's
Sans.
definitely not Comic Sans.
Okay. What's your favorite font?
What's my favourite font?
Ask the people.
Everybody, write your favourite font into the chat. Caddy wants to know. It's a social media research thing. I personally am a big fan of Fracture.
Fracture?
Hmm.
I've never heard of that. I heard of Futura.
Is Comic Sans the same as Chalkboard? Well, if it is Comic Sans, it's of course obviously Photoshop's fault because it said Chalkboard.
Comic Sans. But Downey is really nice. And I also like a Garamond.
You like a Garamond?
Yeah. And I like a Bodoni as well.
Helvetica? Becca Creamer, do you want to chime in with the person who you met in a club that invented a font? Yeah, fuck that ITC Garamond. Yeah. All right, okay, let's go through the answers to the music round. If you haven't got your answers emailed off now, yeah, whatever. Becca, what font did that person invent that you met?
I've heard this story.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's heard this story. This is a great story. It's like, how often is it if you're in KitKat and you meet a guy who invented a font?
Maybe it's just a chat up line.
Maybe it is a chat-up line. It increases in font size. Drink. Right, anyway, let's get on with the answers for the music round. One was, we're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical, oh yeah. Was Taylor Swift with 22. Question 2. Oh, we've got a guest speaker coming in.
He's not answering.
I've picked up. She's gone. Becca Creamer phoned and ran away. The drink will do that to you.
He just went to me.
Question 2 was, the warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard those knocked out jailbirds sing. That was Elvis Presley and Jailhouse Rock. Doing my best wedding DJ voice. This is one for the ladies.
Is Becca calling you again?
Becca is calling me again. Hi, Becca. Becca, do you want to say anything?
No, she doesn't.
Becca's too shy to come out and play today.
Oh my god.
That's weird. Becca, stop fucking phoning me. Question 3 was, oh my god, we're back again. Brothers, sisters, everybody sing. We're going to bring the flavor, show you how. I've got a question for you. Better answer now. That was Backstreet Boys, Everybody. Did I read out the answer to question 2 or did Becca distract me?
Oh, I don't know.
Question 2, if I didn't read it out, the answer was Elvis Presley and Jailhouse Rock. I don't think I did read it out.
No.
Goddamn Becca. Yes, let's. The next discussion for the next round will be entirely on Carol Baskins. Question 4 was on your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor pro, I know you know. I go psycho when my new joint hit. Just can't sit. Got to get jiggy with it. It was Will Smith getting jiggy with it. I've got a mic playing around on my spreadsheet at the moment as well. It's like Tetris. Number 5, the lyrics that I didn't know were weirdly creepy. Blue jean baby, LA lady, seamstress for the band. Pretty-eyed, pirate smile, you'll marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. And now she's in me, always with me, was Elton John and Tiny Dancer. Hold me close now, Tiny Dancer. See the headlights on the highway.
He's singing!
He's singing, everybody.
Like totally.
Take my good hand. Question 6. What's going on in the chat? 6. Everybody sing. Everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, Caramoo, Fiesta, forever. And that was Lionel Richie with All Night Long. That's literally as much as I know of that song. Pretty sure it was used like a Tame Impala song on an O2 advertisement in the UK. Liberally. Oop. 7. One more time. You know I'm just a feel. I don't actually know how this song goes. One more time. You know I'm just a feeling. Celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. We don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate. Was Daft Punk. One more time. 8. Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done all right up to now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, loneliness calls. Was Whitney Houston with I Want to Dance with Somebody. I wanna? You wanna? The lyrics I got said want. It had the T. What's going on in the scores? There was a theme, Mike. The theme is coming up at the end. Most people should have written it down, but it's fine. I was a little bit liberal on it. Which one's Number 9, the one that is almost impossible to say without going low. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music was ABBA with Dancing Queen.
Woo!
What a tune. And finally, number 10 was should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never going to dance again.
Not to sing the lyrics.
Huh?
So hard not to sing the
It
lyrics.
is the way I dance with you. Is Wham with Careless Whisper. There was a theme, and the theme was dancing. So we're gonna have like a minute just to give the guys a chance to get through the scores a little bit, and I'm gonna have a look at the chat to see what you all are saying. Product placement is a magical thing, isn't it, Tori?
Is it Tori?
Yes, this is why when Two Fellas close, you're quite right. The standard in beer does slip, which is why we need to do our utmost to try and keep the Two Fellas open. To do that, what we can do is we can donate via PayPal by donating with the email address donate@twofellas.beer. And in German, that's donate@twofellas.beer. Keep those donations coming in, and I might find myself still with a job when this is all over.
Lisa said Tina wants to know where's your accent from.
Where is my accent from?
You're Queen's English.
I'm Queen's English. That's a bit weird. I don't know what happened there. That was a terrible time to do that. My accent is from Yorkshire, sort of.
That was the Wham one. Everyone's gone mental. It's George Michael for Careless Whisper, not Wham. Even Sean texted me.
We have accepted George Michael and Wham, but the song was released as part of the duo known as Wham.
Sean is like, hold on.
Punkt Bier. In these difficult times, people must resort to difficult decisions, and quite often those difficult decisions are resorting to a Sterny.
It's alright.
Sterny's... Sterny's...
To say that you will. The whole Wham thing is now a bit controversial.
Apparently the Wham thing is a bit controversial. When I researched this the other day on the source of all knowledge that is completely, non-editable by Russia, Wikipedia, it said Wham, and it said it was part of the duo. But we also take George Michael as an answer.
I would think of it as George Michael.
Yeah, I would think it was George Michael too. Let's now get our votes going on our favourite Two Fellas beer. We all want Lake Michigan back.
Share.
Anyway, we are going to quickly, swiftly move on. I hope the Two Fellas are doing well on the inputting of answers. Because we are going on to our final round, our fourth round. The maybe harder round? I don't know. So, I hope you're all ready for round 4, question 1. And question 1 is, who wrote the novel Don Quixote? Who wrote the novel Don Quixote? As a side note, the dog is dreaming and running in her dreams a little bit. It's quite cute. The eyes are weirdly open sometimes, though. Oh, the nose is going. Everything's fine. Did not just smash the phone on the bowl. Martin, I thought you were just offering Pervitin, not preventive. Oh, that was getting a bit dark there. Question 2. What is the tallest building in Germany? Now, that is building that is defined as fucking pronunciations. It could be lived in. It's not a mast. It's not an observation tower. It's not a steeple or a chimney. So what is the tallest building in Germany that is defined as being habitual? Habitual? Yeah. So not masts, observation towers, steeples or chimneys. And for those outside of Germany, I am going to give you a clue. And that is, it bears the name of a bank. Elliot, I hope you just stated the obvious that warm wine is better than cold wine if it is red, because nobody should have a warm white wine. That is a sin upon sins.
You should give a shout out to Steaming Pickles for sharing their team on Instagram.
Steaming Pickles, you are getting a shout out, I'm told, because you have shared your picture on, I don't know where to go. There we go, Instagram. Hey, Steaming Pickles! Woo! Steaming Pickles have shared their photo with the hashtag stay at home, very important in this day and age, and Two Fellas beer. Thanks, guys, for sharing your photo, and others, keep sharing.
And Ellen and G have also done it.
Ellen and G, you're sharing your photo as well? Did you just tag me? Ellen liked my photo. I am supremely impressed with the House Martins setup.
It's really nice, right?
I mean, is somebody living in a school, or they just commandeered the university lecture hall or the town hall of Pankow? I mean, that's an impressively sized TV screen.
Shauna Donnelly shared also in her stories.
The definition of a building is that it could be lived in, that there are offices there daily. It's not a visiting site, such as, for example, I'll exclude this, the Berlin TV Tower. So it's a habitual building. Oof. Let's not read the news for a while. Twitter sends the worst news to you. Question 3. On this day in 1970, so 50 years ago, yet he still keeps torturing us, which Beatle announced he was leaving the band for professional and creative reasons? So, on this day in 1970, which Beatle announced he was leaving the band for professional and creative reasons?
Habitable.
Habitable.
Yeah.
Habitable, not habitual. That would be that's the wrong word. Habitable. Habitable.
From Sean O'Donnell.
Habitable. Yeah, I don't do English very well sometimes. So number two, just to clarify, number two, what is the tallest building in Germany being defined as habitable? So not masts, observation towers, steeples, and chimneys. That was for number two. Sorry for my appalling pronunciation on that. What is it? There. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Go on, grow, survive, overcome.
Oop. Time for a drink, Mike says. I think it's a time for everybody to drink.
Cheers.
We should cheers. Let's get those beers in there. Whee! The dog woke up. I'm sort of thinking I might change the next question really quickly. I don't like it. Question 4. I'm changing it really quickly. Question 4. What was the name of the movie series that starred Vin Diesel and Paul Walker? What was the name of the movie series that starred Vin Diesel and Paul Walker? Boop. One of the greatest movie series ever made. It is bloody brilliant. Completely stupid.
Oh,
But
ridiculous. Pure entertainment.
that's all what we want, isn't it?
All what we want.
I still refer to it as high art, though. I think it's high art. Is there a team called Team Riesling in this? Next one. Oh no, I'll give you a bit more time on that one.
You need to have like the entertainer playing in between.
That's not the entertainer. No.
What is that?
I don't know, but I've got Mario Kart music now stuck in my head.
Also will do.
Yeah. I did suggest to the fellas that they could do a delivery service. Apparently, the logistics are just a bit too complicated, which is understandable. It would be complicated. So, especially if you have to sell to people in London. Question 5. After which flower was the revolution in Portugal of April 1974 known? After which flower was the revolution in Portugal of April 1974 known? I did not smash my phone on the microphone. It's fine. Apparently, Rob is currently running purely on cocaine, is what he's telling me. Her scores may be a little erratic.
Repeat, please.
Repeat question 5. Is that? Repeat, please. Question 5 was, after which flower was the revolution in Portugal of April 1974 known or named? Depending on which choice in English or whatever you want to go for. Drink.
Can you give a shout out to Christian Corpus, Evie's governance, please?
Yes, I can. Christian Corpus sounds like a holy ritual. Shout out to you as Evie's governess all the way over in Ireland. I hope working for the man isn't wearing you down too much at this point in time, and that Berlin beckons you back whenever you want to come back. Question 6. In which city was the 2002 World Cup, FIFA World Cup final held? In which city was the 2002 FIFA Football World Cup final held? And I'm going to drop you a clue. It wasn't Tokyo. When this is all over, I'm looking forward to many shots of Mexicana. I think the fellas are as well. Wouldn't it be great to supply beer if we had a similar infrastructure as we do to have water to our taps? We could just pull a tap and we've got beer in our houses. Like the Gravediggers in Dublin. Obviously, it has a direct pipeline to the Guinness.
To the Guinness Brewery?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Okay, question 7. The Sauso, Cemento, and Belize are the 3 longest rivers on which island? The Sauso, Cemento, and Belize are the 3 longest rivers on which island? So that is the Salso, Salso, the Simeto, Simeto, and the Belize, the Belice, are the 3 longest rivers on which island? Drop you another clue. It's in Europe. It's the continent of Europe. Yeah,
What?
that's a clue. That's a clue. That's where I'm going.
So many people on my Instagram stories are participating in the pub quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Caddy's Instagram feed and all the people.
Chelly Beans.
Chelly Beans. Thank you, Chelly Beans.
Becca.
Becca. Who else we got?
Marcus and Faye.
Marcus and Faye and Steve.
Shauna Donnelly.
Shauna Donnelly. Big Shauna! Yeah! Woo! Shout out to Shauna.
Rebecca Creamer.
Who?
Rebecca Creamer.
Oh, Rebecca Creamer. I've heard of her.
That's all I got for the moment.
All right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your stories and giving a shout out for the Two Fellas pub quiz in quarantine. It is a bit of a surreal experience to do this. And the dog is now going for a walk and asleep. She keeps moving her back legs a little bit. It's cute. Well, if you've been keeping up with my drinks, I hope you're wasted. Because then I'll be wasted and this will all be over. Okay, question 8. Question 8 is, The Lark Ascending is an orchestral piece by which English composer? The Lark Ascending is an orchestral piece by which English composer? Oh yes, sorry. It's basically the question on the rivers is. It's an island that's in Europe. It's on the continent of Europe. It's in Europe.
What's it called?
I'm not giving you the name of the island. That's the quiz question. The rivers.
You make it so difficult.
The Sauso, Someto, Belize, however they're pronounced, I do not know. I know Belize is a country in South America, but these three rivers, Belice, maybe it's Belice, I don't know, are the three longest rivers on which island? It's an island that's within continental Europe. I fucking hope it's in continental Europe. Otherwise I'll be getting the boot. The things you do to keep a job are bizarre, but whack 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 whack. Thank you, Michael Tyson, for giving the Two Fellas €10. Much appreciated. With the I should not actually say this because everybody who's going to donate money is then going to ask me to do stuff within reason. But it says, make Simon do duck noises on air.
Okay.
And I guess that was a duck noise?
It was.
It was?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we'll go with that. Challenge accepted. Challenge completed.
Where are we?
Where are we?
Yeah, like what question are we?
We are on question 9 of the final round.
Right.
Question 9. Liverpool. Steve Putterill, this is for you over here. Liverpool could have claimed their first top division title in how many years if this season wasn't postponed? Liverpool could have claimed their first top division football title in how many years if this season wasn't postponed? Do we want multiple choice? Because I mean, Liverpool are just not that good a football club, so why would people know that? I think we should probably give multiple choice.
So Michael wants you to do a Dublin Swan.
A Dublin Swan.
Yeah.
Does it say anything? Is it just nicking money from your back pocket?
It just tries to steal your runners.
It steals your runners.
Yeah.
The Swan nicks. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes. I will give you, because there are, of course, Americans who in this, I'll give you some multiple choice. Liverpool could have claimed their first top division title in how many years if this season wasn't postponed? Would it have been A, 18, B 20, C 22, or D 24? Changing the answers. So, would it have been A, 18 years since Liverpool won a title, B, 20 years, C, 22 years, or D, 24 years since Liverpool won a title if this season wasn't postponed?
I can't wait to. I know it's not Liverpool, but I can't wait to go to Blackpool again.
You can't wait to go to Blackpool again.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement.
We've already agreed that we're going to Blackpool on holiday.
We will go to Blackpool on holiday. We'll have a fantastic time. We'll go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's the dodgiest name. We go up the tower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Get a toffee apple.
A toffee apple.
Yeah, I've had a toffee apple.
Candy floss. You want candy floss?
Candy floss is what you get at Wonderland.
As the question stated, by the title, I mean the first top division title. That means they won the league. The reason I say it like that is because the Premier League and Division 1 used to be the same thing, and they changed names and they overcomplicated it. So since Liverpool won the last time Liverpool won the very top of the Football League in England. So not a knockout trophy as such as it would be with the FA Cup or the whatever the other cup is called now, or the so last time that Liverpool won the overall league title, was it A 18, B 20, C 22, or D 24? I totally miscounted years. Add a 2 or a 3 to those, because, yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, my bad. So, I meant, actually, A... what did I mean? A, 28, B, 30, C, 32, or D, 34. I wish time didn't go so quickly. So, I'm sorry about that. One more time. Was it A, 28, B, 30, C, 32, or D, 34? Sorry, I tried to make it multiple choice at the end, and I didn't read the original answer. Because we all realistically know it's definitely a lot longer than 24 years since Liverpool won a title. Thank you, Steve Putterill, for putting me right. Oh dear, we've got another request. We have another wonderful, I don't know who it's from, but another wonderful donation to keeping the two fellas open, which you can yourself commit to by donating via PayPal through donate@twofellas.beer. From somebody, we have they want me to read out a line. And the line is, I am in constant awe at how smart Elliot is. That would be a lie. But there we go. I read out the line for you. So thank you for your 20 euros. It will very much go forward to keeping the two fellas going during this time. And we look forward to serving everybody who's taken part in this quiz beer in the future, from foreign countries or near. Don't forget to drink is never... I'm running out of beer. What do we go up to? Okay, a final one.
Final question.
The final question.
The entire quiz.
Ba-ba-ba.
First virtual
Ba-ba-ba.
quiz.
The final question of the first virtual Two Feathers quiz is a question that Catherine Munley wanted me to put in.
I don't want you want a suggestion.
And it is, according to the sidereal zodiac, what is the 13th sign?
Zodiac sign.
What is the 13th zodiac sign of the sidereal zodiac? I wouldn't have a clue.
Give Michael D. Higgins a shout. Okay, hold on. I know what to do for Michael D. Higgins. Hold on.
We have an upcoming shout out apparently. Evie's looking pissed off at being moved. She's doing a big stretch, forward stretch, and she's coming back to a center. It's a collapse into lying down. A good 10 there. Yes, okay, so is he supporting us? He's apparently a supporter, but we'd like to give out a big shout out to the Irish President Michael T. Higgins. And there he is in all his glory on top his teapot. There we go. So that's a big shout out to Michael D.T. Higgins. He's got it on the ground. Just put beer in that. I don't know what sidereal is, but apparently there is a different zodiac that's called sidereal, and there is what?
Sidereal isn't another zodiac. It's just a site that refers to it.
What?
Reference. You just
It's a reference.
Because sidereal, you say like sidereal is another zodiac. It's not.
It's not?
It's just a website that told you that it was. It's a reference.
It's a reference? Wait, I'm referencing that.
Yes.
Oh, is there?
There is.
This is a terrible question.
Just stop talking.
Apparently, there's a 13th zodiac sign. Write it down. Apparently, where I got it from was a website, and I don't know. Yes, don't forget, with the current situation, you can also get on, what's it called? Something Crossing? Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing. And do something, because apparently that's a popular thing at the moment. I'm sure Marcus Cook at Ding Dong Cottage in Cornwall is having a great time on there at the moment. So I will read very quickly through the questions of the last round again, just to give the chance for the two fellas to throw out their answers. So question 1 was, who wrote the novel Don Quixote? Question 2, what is the tallest building in Germany? Building be defined as habitable? Habitable. There we go. So not masts, observation towers, steeples, or chimneys. Question 3 was, on this day in 1970, which Beatle announced he was leaving the band for professional and creative reasons? Some wish you'd just stop. Question 4 was, what was the name of the movie series that starred Vin Diesel and Paul Walker? Oh, my phone fell down. Question 5 was, after which flower was the revolution in Portugal of April 1974 known? Question 6. In which city was the 2002 World Cup final held? The clue on that one wasn't Tokyo. 7. The Salso, Simeto, and Belize are 3 longest rivers on which island? Question 8. The Lark Ascending is an orchestral piece by which English composer? 9. Liverpool could have claimed their first top division title in how many years if the season wasn't postponed? Was it A, 28, B, 30, C, 32, or D, 34 years? Sorry about the miscalculation on years before. And 10, what is apparently the 13th sign in the zodiac? Once you have your answers down, email them in. Don't forget to put the round number and your team name in the subject line. Get them to pubquiz@twofellas.beer. And Rob and Mike will probably be pulling the remains of their hair out from their head at this moment, trying to get all of these questions answered. In the meantime, let's go to the chat. Let's see what's going on. Michael, Lord of the Dance Higgins. Who doesn't love a little bit of Lord of the Dance? I'm actually going to move this thing closer because then I don't have to squint. Come to me. Right, okay, what have we got going on? Yes, fortunately, I do get a little bit more sleep than Sean does when I write my quizzes. So it doesn't quite fall into the realms of fucking shut up. Father Jack, he is endeared to all of our souls. Let's check a little bit quick check on Instagram. Don't forget to I would love to play Animal Crossing. I just can't afford to buy Animal Crossing at this moment. Also, I say that, actually, I don't want to play Animal Crossing. I'll just emulate it on the Wii. That's much easier. Where's my dog again? Somebody let the dog out. Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes? Does it? Does a one-legged duck swim in? Whoever's chopped off the leg of a duck, you're in a lot of trouble. I am entertaining. I'm just typing at the same time. I'm multitasking. Has Sean ever slept? No. That hair. Yes, thanks, Faye. Yeah. I have you know this was a perfect quarantine cut by Caddy, and I asked for it, and I quite like it. It's a little bit.
Tell me the story about how it happened, cutting the hair, and then it got too short, and you had to order.
I don't think that people are interested in the fact that one pair of scissors was dull as anything. As this story is. Part of this is hitting me. Wow, I think everybody must be concentrating on questions. It's gone awfully silent in the chat. Have we got any more new photos in Instagram? Anything in the story? Anybody want to think? Yeah. Oh.
How often have you thought about killing with contestants?
Where are we looking? Whoop, just sing along to Who Let the Lovely Hair. There is an Irish lady in the background. North Dublin. The real Dublin. I do like my hair could be described similarly to a pineapple, but yeah. How often have I felt about killing quiz contestants? At least once a week. Elliot, you know who you are. Oh. Is everybody now playing Animal Crossing? Everybody's moving over to Animal Crossing. We can also, if people have a Switch, we can certainly talk with the fellas about doing some sort of online Mario Kart tournament. Bring back the pup. The pup has got really, really pissed off and decided to leave the room. She doesn't really like us very much. Do I have a favourite hand? Whichever one is less lizardy at the moment. Samir's 76. Chucky Law to you. What's your friend code? What's a friend code? Elliot's not crossing any animals. He has too many standards. We all know that is a lie. I am out of beer. I need to get another beer. Bear with me one moment. I don't think you want to hear the sound of the doors opening. Where do we go? Yes to Mario Kart. Definitely yes to Mario Kart. Yes, completely agree with you, Linda. Elliot certainly has no standards. Knoxville's. Oh, you did it. Oh, you remember the rules, though. So you are going into the naughty corner. There we go. That's nice and easy, isn't it? Babylon Berlin, David Mears, is very good, but I do highly recommend reading the books. They're both in English and German, and they are far better than the TV series, which resorts to far overly used stereotypes of the 1920s. In times of these, Elliot, who can afford to have standards? Everybody else, bar Elliot. Oh, Elliot. Oh, pushing your luck now. You're so close. How many beers is that, Simon? This is number 5. With the not including the abandoned smoked pineapple weird stuff that happened before. And do be careful, Elliot, on the Irish. I'm very happy to put you into the timeout. My beer is cold enough. It's on a north-facing balcony, looking over the spring-chilled winds of the Ring Barn. Keeps the beer actually at a surprisingly cool temperature. 50 pints. I wish. Yes, Elliot, you are familiar with the Naughty Corner. Book, David Mears' book. Yes, the books are called Babylon Berlin, Silent Death, Goldstein, and the Vaterland Files. And they're by Volker Kutschner. They are really, really very good. Start with Babylon Berlin and work your way up. And they are far, far, far better than the TV series. All right, Elliot. You've had your chance. We are putting you into the naughty corner. Time out. The Berlin Babylon Berlin TV series is very good. Can I floss? Is that because I'm English and I have bad teeth? Babylon Berlin, watch the TV series, read the books. The books are far better. The TV series goes to all the cliches of the time. Elliot did get stepped. He's this is the wonderful power of digital. I love it. It's far easier than actually in the pub. But we do need to keep the pub open, so donations are always welcome. You know where to go. You can't watch a book. No, Dave. Well, reading a page, isn't that technically watching? Is it? Yes, the Irish do, and they actually released a public service announcement on how to kneecap below the knee because there's much more chance of repairing it. Oh, was that in Northern? Sorry, that was in Northern Ireland. Always shoot below the knee. There's much greater chance of repairing it. Whereas if you choose above, it's really bad. Sasha, would we still like you if you was a worm? It depends if you were playing Worm 1, 2, 3, or Worms Armageddon. Linda has suddenly become Liam Neeson, I presume, in that film Taken. Are we getting updates from the fellas? Where are we going on marking, guys? This is still a quiz. We are waiting for the two fellas just to put all of the scores together, and we will get back to all 51 teams, which they are desperately trying to go through all the emails of as quickly as possible, so that we can get the scores to you. Give you a no. I'm never going to dance again.
I guess just have to bring back the dog.
Oh, jeez. Let me check the scores, how they're going. I'm never gonna dance again.
22 minutes.
They're not far off. The guys are doing their best. They are not far off, and we'll get to the scores very shortly. It is quite a task to mark 50 odd team scores. Guilty feet have got no river. Should have known better than to lose a friend. The way I cheated you. From Jena. Jena. Two great things about Jena. Carl Zeiss Glass. And, oh no, the other one's not great. That's Napoleon defeating the Prussian army. That's a bad one. I have got guilty feet. They judge me. The dog would be a lot more entertaining right now. That's quite fair. With a range of 15 years. Okay. If you've got a range of 15 years.
About 20 to 30.
Oh, give me your medium. You're the bug. No Pronorino, Gemma. Pride of Somalia. Ooh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, okay, let's do it. Let's go through the answers for the last round. So if you haven't got your emailed answers in, tough shit. So let's go through the last round answers now. Thanks, Jason.
Everyone's guessing your age.
Everybody's. I'm a very well kept 40. Jesus, Martin. Let's keep going with these answers. These answers are good. 35!
Don't
Jeez.
say that like 35 is offensive because everyone else is 35.
He's 73 but sleeps in a Tupperware. Yeah. A very well kept 40. Whew. Love you too, Jason. See you soon. Right. Let's go through the answers for the final round, as the fellas are just putting the last answers into the answer paper. A lot of answers there. So 1. Who wrote the novel Don Quixote? It was Miguel de Cervantes. The tallest building in Germany has been defined as habitable. Why do these words escape me? Not masts, not observation towers, not steeples or chimneys. It's the Commerzbank building in Frankfurt.
Hold on.
Habitable. There we go. I got it. Yeah. On this day in 1970, which Beatle announced he was leaving the band for professional and creative reasons? Paul McCartney. I will let you debate amongst yourselves who was the worst Beatle between Ringo and Paul. The movie series that starred Vin Diesel and Paul Walker was the Fast and Furious series. After which flower was the revolution in Portugal of April 1974 known? It was the Carnation Revolution. The 2002 FIFA Football World Cup final was held in Yokohama. I didn't expect that. The rivers of very badly pronounced. I'm sorry. Salso, Someto, and Belice are the 3 longest rivers on the island of Sicily. The Lark Ascending is an orchestral piece for orchestra and violin. By which English composer? It's Ralph Vaughan Williams. Liverpool could have claimed their first top division title in how many years? Apologies again for the miscounting. But it was B, 30 years. 1990 was the last time Liverpool won the top division title in the English League. And the final question, with the weirdest one, was what is the 13th sign of the zodiac? Apparently. It was... Why did I agree to put this in? This is too complicated to say. Off. I'm going to type it in because I cannot say it. It's apparently Ophiuchus. It's...
You're the decision maker. You put it in, you have to take responsibility.
There it is. There is the answer. But yeah, I didn't know that one. I have no idea what that is. Zodiac, not for me. So, yeah, answers on the papers. I'm going to very quickly check where we are on the marking yet again. And... I think we are there. Maybe. Fellas, can you confirm that we have all of... This feels like the National Lottery. Fellas, have we got all of the answers in? The silence isn't ending. There's probably a bit of a time delay due to shit. I don't know. Somebody asked for the time delay. It's probably some. Mike and Rob. Oh, if you may have joined the stream later, you can often join at the beginning and a couple of seconds behind. They think they are done. They're just double checking just to make sure. Let me check the... Whoo-wee! Oh, wow. Oh, we got some scores on there. The door's there. Just a little bit of double checking. Oh, it's okay about the teams bailing. It's been a long quiz. It's about precisely an hour longer than usually it would be. Mike has just messaged me done. Do you want to write in the chat just to make sure that is definitely done? Don't want to get ahead of... What? Did we get another team? Chug, chug, chug. Everybody should chug their beers now. Alright, okay, let's have a look through the scores just to see how we're doing. It's been a very close quiz. Rob has confirmed. Done. Right. So, are you ready? I hope you've got a beer freshly open because there's a lot of names to go through. We won't go through the scores exactly until we get to the top. Jesus. Many. But we had, from beginning, not including teams that have bailed out, we had 52 teams, apparently. The last one is apparently called Carol fucking Baskins. They have a score, but they don't seem to have it, Mike and Rob, in the score section. Is that cool? All right, Rob wants to say we'll read out the top 5 once we get through them. So, we'll go from 52 upwards, and once we get to the top 5, we'll read them out. So, last place, we have Carol fucking Baskins. Then, followed behind, Team Sally Only Me. Well done, Sally. Good work. Something... Oh no. We've got a spam situation. Spam. Beer's out on the balcony. Okay. You're safe. Mike is just going to spend a short while fixing a problem to deal with spam. Everybody's salted pork favorite dish for both breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He's now saying, let's just read. Okay, so last place, 52, Carol fucking Baskins. 51, Team Sally Only Me. 50 is the great, wonderful Geraldine McQuail over in Dublin with effing Giro. We've then got Macar in 48th, Going Solo. 47th, Coxies. In 46th, Französische in Buchholz. In 45th, Team Beyonce Knows Less. I'm going to turn this on the side so I might be able to read a little bit more. In 45th, I've lost count already. 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. In 44th, Couch Potato. In 43rd, Potsblitz. In 42, Two Fellas, One Pub. In 41st, Die Geistlichen Spreewald. I think it's ended in Gherkin, but it didn't end on my screen. In 40th, UK Germans. In 39... iPad died. In 39th, we go to UK Germans. In 39th, Team Hashtag. In 38th, Dirty Dave and the Jizzers. 37th, Cheediff. 36th, Lightning and Xander. 35th, the Ruffy Heads. 34th, Doug Third. 33rd, Just the Lid. 32nd, Taking Care of Quiznas. 31st, Velom Wiederfreund. In 30th, Wurst Hunschen. In 29th, ABLZ. In 28th, Brona. 27th, Bored to Death. Yeah, me and you. 26th, Cool Cats and Kittens. Hey, you cool cats and kittens. In 25th, Berlin Buddies. In 24th, There's Cocaine in It. In 23rd, Neuke Newbies. In 22nd, Die Schöne und das Bier. Vielleicht. The space is a bit too small. In 21st, Make Coronavirus Great Again. In 20th, Team O. In 19th, Prost Babies. In 18th, Mama Pajama. In 17th, Flora Keats and the Machine. In 16th, Shauna.
Yeah!
Shauna Donnelly and Jippo Lashes. In 15th, a team that I spent many an evening in O'Neill's down in Bristol, Fancy Jams. In 14th, we prefer our Corona with something. It runs out of space. In 13th, Team 28 Days Later. In 12th, Dirty Little Shizers. In 11th, Prolmans. In 10th, Irgendwas Witziges. Now, let me have a quick check of the scores.
Where are we at?
We are up to number 9. And number 9 is probably correct. Number 8 is Quisn't She Lovely? In 7th, we have Team Quarantine. In 6th. Oh, okay. Now scoring gets more complicated. In joint 5th, I should say, we have a tie on 27 points. We have our wonderful, magnificent regulars, the House Martins, and a bunch of legends. Also woo. Which brings us on to our final 4. Thankfully, all on different points. It makes my life much more easier. In 4th place, we have, on 28 points, Flu Jitsu. In 3rd place, 29 points, The Spies Who Loved You. Which brings us down to our top 2. We had a runaway winner. In 2nd place on 33 points, Steaming Pickles, which means our winner of this week was, on a standout 39 points, Max is a Jackalope. And the crowd goes wild. So that, ladies and gentlemen, as you clap amongst yourselves, you share your Instagram posts with @2feathersbeer to let us know the fun that you have enjoyed this evening is the quiz. If you've enjoyed this quiz, please do donate if you to via PayPal with donate@2feathers.beer. Yeah, and I hope everybody does remember to wash their hands predominantly. Stay at home, stay safe, listen to my podcast, Achtung History. Subtle. Mike will actually write down all of the scores in total that I didn't really have time to go through. But But if you've enjoyed this quiz, please share it with the two fellas, and we can certainly arrange for Durst Express to bring me an ever creative Berliner Kindle, and we can do this again next week at some point, maybe. But if you want to do it again, please show your support. It's been amazing to see so many people on board. Elliot, you can stay in the naughty corner. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed this, and hopefully we'll see you in reality very, very soon. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I say thank you, the two fellas say thank you, and Evie the dog certainly says thank you for your attention. So, yes, hopefully we'll see you soon. Be safe, stay at home, all the rest. See you soon.